Okay, well, welcome to Pixels Unboxes, a bunch of stuff, part 1. Didn't really have a thumbnail ready, so I'm just putting up a picture of my cat. Um, I was expecting uh, kind of all of this stuff tomorrow, but I also kind of know enough about Amazon that sometimes things arrive a day early. Now, this is not everything uh, by a long shot. Um, I'm mainly going to be unboxing everything that's relevant to the channel. Um, I think most everything that's left over is like Baby Metal DV Blu-rays, and um, a media tower. If anyone if anyone wants to see me unbox and assemble a media storage tower live on stream, um, tell me. I'll try to figure out how to set that up. That could be a Patreon bonus. This might become a Patreon bonus video. Um, Not really sure. Basically, I'm streaming it now, and I may make it private later and make it part of the Patreon bonus. I just figured I should. It'd be easiest to just live stream it beforehand. So people who are for some reason interested in this, good to see it short term, and get to see it live, and maybe like a day after it's posted. And then it will become private and only link only available for Patreon. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, because yeah, I'm trying to keep my Patreon stuff to kind of things that may be interested to people who either are or probably not me people who are, but people who may become kind of just fans who want to see random things. Um, so we've got. I don't really have an optimal unboxing setup, and I don't really plan to because I don't uh, regularly get enough stuff to unbox. That's unboxing video worthy. Um, so I don't really have a particular. And of course, Ellie has to come in here because she's in the thumbnail, so she's got to help. By sitting on the box, so I can't open it. I adjust the camera to like show the box, but I'll just like um, and show the kitty. But I don't know. I mean, I may have to adjust the camera anyway because I need to put together a new lighting setup. So, or attempt to put together a new lighting setup. Here's Ellie, the real star of the show. Hmm. What? Oh, is this your new seat? Is this my new lap pad? My mom's celebrating me receiving the packages. Oh, you're gonna help unbox it? She's chewing the tape. And that's one way to get it off. We're supposed to use these scissors, though. I just don't want to poke your eyes out. I could trim your claws while we're here. I don't think this is the safest way to do that, though. Oh, you're gonna get it all the way? Okay. I could get a picture of you helping. Okay. So box number 1. Box number 3 will be tomorrow. That'll be a much shorter stream. I'm not even sure if I should call it like unboxes a bunch of stuff part 1, because like part 2 is gonna be Pixels unboxes Avid Media Live Gamer Ultra or whatever the heck it's called. So what's in each of these boxes is gonna be a little bit of a surprise. Although I think I know like what's divided where, but I don't know which box contains what. So, um, I got one of the newer things, or newer. I think this is the actual white. We get to see how Amazon has it all packaged. I have some bubble wrap here, and the actual light panel box, and this is just the light panel and my portable SSD, which actually is incredibly small. I didn't expect it to be quite this small. And of course, a bunch of... Of course, Ellie has to immediately get into the box. Of course, this is a blue dot special. Yeah, put the box down for Ellie. There we go. Well, let's start with a small box and work our way up. Maybe I should start with the actual boxes and then unbox the individual items. How about that? And excuse the green screen. Hopefully the light will fix some of that. I have no guarantee though. Like the main thing I'm wanting to deal with right now is my face being overexposed. Could make the green screen worse. It could make the green screen more consistently bad. I don't know. It's possible I'll need a second light for the green screen specifically. A studio tour might be also another thing I might put on Patreon. I've been meaning to do it since I actually moved here. We got some drop frames there. Not sure if I should turn off or close Google Chrome. And probably close Messenger at least. I got a bunch of stuff from Nero, which is like a company that does like a bunch of different software and a suite of tools for like DVD burning and stuff. It was a really good deal. It has like security suite and stuff too. So this is not quite as visually appealing. Immediately we got a whole bunch of bubble wrap just sort of shoved in there. One of it's broken. So here's the newer I'm assuming this is the soft box for the light. And we have all of our Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Of course, you know, I'm spending my... don't say I didn't get any essentials. with my stimulus, the D&D Essentials kit, and then I guess we'll be starting some of the unboxing stuff on here. As we be having so much fun with these boxes. Okay, so this is another Dungeons and Dragons related thing. Not quite an unboxing, more of an unbagging, but so basically when 5th edition launched, there was a few books. This may have been one of the ones that actually was available at launch, or the first part of this was available at launch. This is actually my first kind of deluxe edition book that I have procured. This is like supposed to be exclusive to game shops, but of course it ends up on Amazon anyway. It was like $40, which is a little more expensive than what I normally get, but I guess 2 books in one, so I mean, can't complain too much. So it's Tyranny of Dragons, which I believe is. Let me look at what. It consists of. I know the first one was called Horde of the Dragon Queen. Oh, it's breaking YouTube with slow-mo glitter. This will have for you. So let's see here. I don't think I actually had the individual ones. Oh yeah, it's I believe it's Horde of the Dragon Queen and the Rise of Tiamat. So this combines Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat into one volume, since it was a 2-part adventure. The only 2-part adventure in 5th edition. So now it's collected in one book for my convenience, and it's like, you know, has this deluxe sort of area. You can kind of see how it has a sort of shiny finish. Of course, there's a little, like, I guess, symbol of Tiamat on the back. So you may see me running this and some other stuff on my. I may actually finish this off by like just showing off all of the D&D books I have, because I actually like 4 of them for Christmas. So, and like now I got like Guide to Wildemount, and like yeah, I have like a huge stack. You can kind of see it right there actually of D&D books. Like, I've expanded it from just like the core rulebooks and Curse of Strahd to like I pretty much doubled it. So while we're on the D&D theme, this is probably gonna be the most involved unboxing actually is a D&D Essentials kit. Because it actually has a bunch of stuff in it. So this is my second D&D box. The first one's the starter set, which I'll go ahead and just show that off quick, because I got this from my Salvation Army, which it's so funny. Like, these are some of the more surprising things to find in a Salvation Army. I'm getting drop frames again. I'm gonna go ahead and close. Actually, I should close Firefox. Let's see if that does anything. Because I'm like actually viewing my stream in Firefox, so that's probably causing some other stuff. So this is D&D starter set, and I actually leave the price tag on there because it was $1.99. Like, probably the cheapest anyone's ever bought. I mean, not quite, but like, this is probably one of the cheapest. Only cheaper than this would probably be like if someone find it for 99 cents. And I'm still getting drop frames. Let me close Chrome then. It'll also keep me from having Chrome notifications, so you don't hear any twinglings. There we go. So there shouldn't be anything on my end causing any drop frames. I'm still getting some drop frames. It could just be residual from. And I'll actually show with all of the starter set. It's not unboxing, just showing off that I got them for $2 at Salvation Army. I also found like a Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows audiobook and Diablo at the same. Not the same one I got that one from, but at the same Salvation Army. Those two at the same Salvation Army. Not the same Salvation Army I get the starter set from. I got that from my local Salvation Army first store, and I got Diablo and Harry Potter from a different one on the same day from the same shop. So I felt like I was performing an exorcism on Salvation Army by getting rid of the devil from, and then like a game. Anyway, I'm still getting drop frames. I don't know if I should stop streaming and like resume quickly just to reboot things. I'm gonna. Sometimes rebooting helps and sometimes it doesn't. This may be one of the times it doesn't. Okay. Hey, it has an ad for D&D, D&D, D&D Beyond. I get the wrap off. I don't know. This is really professional setup here. Okay. Ooh, I like these. These are red. The ones from the and translucent. It actually comes with two D20s and 4D6s. So this is actually a more inclusive set of dice, or a more extensive set of dice than what we got from the starter set. The starter set just had like one of each dice. This actually has two D20s, which is actually good because if you want to roll with advantage or disadvantage, you need at least rolling for advantage or disadvantage, which is basically if you don't play D&D, advantage is when, or if you aren't familiar with D&D, I should say, because you may not play D&D, but you may still be familiar with this from watching Critical Role or any of the numerous other shows that do D&D stuff, which will eventually include my own channel. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do it, especially with what's going on right now. Like, I've had trouble, or I've had, I haven't really been trying too much to get a group together, but you know, my first thing that I want to do would be to do locally, so I can have people actually over and, you know, play it that way. Although setting it up for a stream would be a little difficult because like the actual table is over in the kitchen that way, so I actually had to like resituate my webcam, which is not a tripod, so it is kind of portable. But then I had to like put it back every time, and it'll be slightly out of position. But anyway, like these, I have the original dice from the original set. I actually have my very first D20, which is really banged up because it's been like in a storage thing, probably got gnawed out by rats or something, or mice. And, it's probably really hard to. Yeah, you can kind of see like some of the dents. Like this is probably not balanced anymore. Although it's fairly evenly unbalanced. So it's got dents all over the place. So I probably still use this because I mean it has sentimental value and maybe power in the. I think I did like some testing of it and it does like it's not like a trick dice at this point. Like it's just very uneven. So like it's not like it's far from evenly weighted. I can see if find at least one of the blue dice that came with the starter set. This is the D6. It's kind of like a shiny, sort of swirly blue pattern. It's nice. It's just blue. It's not my favorite color. Um, I don't know if I have the full set in my tiny bag here. Let's see here. I got the. There might be some stuff missing. I've got a D6, a D4, D6, D8, um, D, one of a D10, and a D20. So I'm missing probably I'm missing a D12 and which probably came with the set, and a second D10 because for percentile dice. It may not have come with a second D10, but I imagine it did. Gotta dig out my favorite set of dice. This is a Cheswick set. So other percentile dice, I think that might be the full set there. This is my favorite set of dice. We get to the Cheswicks. It's kind of a red and black with gold numbers, which are two of my favorite colors. It's like a swirly, it's kind of chrome, a shiny finish on it, which is neat. But yeah, I could go and dig for the rest of the dice. I don't really like them awfully much, but these are like pretty cool. Like they're red, their translation not quite as cool as the Cheswick set, but like I got this I think for like $15 or so on Amazon. Yeah, this is a much more. You have enough D20s to roll advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so I didn't fully explain that before I get sidetracked. So when you roll with advantage, that means you roll two D20s, take the higher. Roll disadvantage, you roll two D20s and take the lower number. Um, it's interesting that it comes with um, 4d6 dice. Because really, like, I'm not sure if d6s are really common damage dice. They may be the easiest dice to produce, technically, so, I mean, on that level, it's good, but, you use d4s and d8s roughly as much. At least like long term compared to D6s. Like D6s are kind of like I guess the middle in terms of damage dice. So I guess if you're gonna make more than one of any of them, I guess D6 makes sense. I probably would rather have had like 2d6, 2d4s, and 2d8s than having 4d6s, but whatever. So here's the adventure that comes packed with Dragon at Ice Spire Peak. Which is actually kind of similar to a particular adventure that I have heard of. Actually, because of monster stats too, so like it has everything you need to run this particular adventure in it, which is actually kind of unique even to some of the I imagine that Tyranny of Dragons actually has all the stats because the monster manual hadn't been released yet. Um, when Hoard of the Dragon Queen was printed. But yeah, so we have a little sleeve for something, a holder. Maybe a dice roller container. I don't know. Have to actually click it with an initiative tracker. Apparently. Um, which for up to 9, I guess like you're probably not having 9 players, but like you can also include like monsters and groups of monsters. You have ways of tracking, cards for tracking statuses. So you have restrained, prone, poisoned, magic, charm, unconscious, stunned, combat. All these are like like these are just like helpful tips for how combat is run. Here's other things like deafened, charmed, blinded, incapacitated, grappled, frightened, petrified, paralyzed, and invisible. It sort of and on back explains like what these statuses are and what they mean and how they apply to gameplay. You have Npc cards here with like portraits of different NPCs. At least I imagine. Yeah, like this actually like describes their personalities and ideals, bonds, and flaws. So these like I guess are sidekick characters. Um, they have GNPCs. They have magic item cards. They don't really have. It's a little disappointing that they don't have actual pictures of each of the magical items on one side, though. Uh, it's just like magic item, magic item, magic item. I mean, I guess if you're doing this like a, we have like 4 sheets of magic items. No, 5 sheets of magic items. Well, maybe not. Like these are like random quests. So 4 sheets of magic item and 5 sheets of like quests. There's probably random quests that you can like shuffle and deck or something like that. And Ellie's checking everything out here. So we have the Essentials Kit Rulebook, which is probably an abridged version of the an abridged version of the player's handbook. And we have a Dungeon Master screen, which isn't quite as cool as um, pretty good, but it's not as like solidly constructed as the official Dungeon Master screens. I mean, this is technically an official Dungeon Master screen. It's nice enough, but like it's obviously like this is like thin cardboard stock. Like the ones you can actually like buy individually are more of a thick um, design or material, sturdier material. Um, have a fair number of character sheets on like um, nice paper, like nice thick quality paper, more than like the average printer paper that you probably use to like print them off from the PDF. Ooh, got that paper smell. um, so then you have a little flyer for all the other things you can get. We also have digital codes, which are I won't show them, but you can get that's something that's probably fairly unique to Star Sets. It's a wrapped up box. I think the only reason why they don't have like digital versions of uh, other stuff for D&D Beyond is because there's no way to really track it. Although I think they could partner with Amazon. Although then they'd be undercutting gaming stores. I think it's probably the only reason they don't partner with Amazon. Granted, they're already undercutting gaming stores quite a bit by making them cheaper. Like I'd gladly pay like $40 for a rule book if it came with a digital download for D&D Beyond. Except like the $30 I normally pay. Then you have a little map. Actually, pairs of maps here. We got like overworld map of Sword Coast, or at least a portion of the Sword Coast, maybe the entire Sword Coast. I don't think it's the entire Sword Coast. It's just like Neverwinter. And here's the other part, which is Flandolin, not Flan, Fandolin, which I think is a town or a village. Probably more of a village. Yeah, it's probably more of a village. Probably where the center, this the main town or village that I'd probably say it's more of a village in terms of the size. Well, actually, I have to like read the thing to actually know for sure like what what to call it. But it's a nice set of things, and they're all essential. And I'll have to see what this is supposed to be. I wonder if this is for like holding the cards. Maybe that's what it's for. It might be for holding the cards once you punch them out. So I only have like I think two at least boxes I could still get. There's a Rick and Morty one, and then there's a Stranger Things one. I can get 50% off a digital version of the player's handbook. Yeah, I imagine this is for holding the cards. No, you don't get to roll the dice. You don't get to take a chance to roll the dice. I mean, you take chances all the time, but I need like more little pouches for like all of my different sets of dice, because I want to like cordon them off from like the pound of dice. Well, I'm just gonna put these in there. I mean, they're nice, but I think I'm just gonna put my Chessex dice in the pouch, and then also I think the red D20s are probably good for blood dice for if I ever get around to running Vampire the Masquerade, which is another thing that I'm getting, but I'm just sure I'm gonna do unboxing for that because. So I guess it's actually surprisingly lightweight too. This is a extreme portable SSD. Okay, we got. This is a 2 terabyte model, which is as high as it goes right now for external anyway. No, Ellie, don't chew on that. That's not good. Mm. So we have a little thing here. Oh, wow, this is freaking tiny. Like, for comparison's sake, I have a couple of broken external drives. Um, let's see. Dang it. It's